Yes, sir. I do have a yellow card. I will admit. I know that's been on the air for a couple of weeks. That
and it's got the fool on the license plate.
I think it's spelled something like that.
Yes.
I don't know if it's...
Yes, indeed. I will co-sign. Yeah, it does have that on the license tag.
What I called in about there, I don't want to see the Flo get hurt. I'd like to see him get training from Big Yellow, because the one match where Jamie Wright actually did most of the wrestling, unlike most matches when Big Yellow does everything and Jamie Wright comes in at the end and gets a pin, this week when Jamie Wright did all the wrestling, what happened? They got beat.
And actually, if you were there and you paid attention, you would have seen how we got beat.
Yeah, you got beat
you obviously,
he stayed in the ring and Big Yellow couldn't bail you out.
You
like
obviously have
does.
no idea what you're talking about. And if you were a trained professional wrestler, then you would understand the situation that the Flo is in right now. So any help that he could use would be great help. So,
sir, I appreciate your call, but I watched that match, and I know that Mr. Wright and Big Yellow they were just kind of robbed.
Sounds to me like you're double clutching. You've been talking all this junk about the caboose and the engine and the caboose the last 2 weeks. But now that you need help, all of a sudden they're great. Have you noticed that, Mr. Announcer, how he's changing?
Yes, but I have to do what I have to do. I don't want to get beat up any more than anybody else. I'm just looking for some help.
All righty.
I appreciate your call.
Thank you. Thank you for your call.
All righty. Well, I think you should go and practice. Okay, you and Big Yellow, and your brother and the Flo, and kind of show him exactly how it's going to go down there.
Yeah, we'll definitely work out with him. We'll get together.
I appreciate it
for the next few weeks before the show, and train you and help you out and get you set up ready to do your thing in the ring, hold your own against the bad dogs, because I can't stand those guys anyway.
You know what? Let me just say, out of all these acts of kindness that Big Yellow and Jamie Wright have showed, let me offer my support to you as well.
Well, I appreciate
we are in the same profession.
Yes.
From one broadcast colleague to another.
Yes.
We should stick together. But I'm also warning you, Mr. Flo.
Yes.
The last time we were on the air, you said some very unnice things to me.
Were you the gentleman who kind of got into the ring to take over? Oh.
I am the gentleman, a.k.a. the voice, who came in while the Flo was off doing whatever it is he was doing, because the show's got to go on. The people that pay to see the show, they watch the show. They don't have time for the foolishness or whatever. So I had to go in and take over, and that's what I had to do last weekend as well. I had to take over, because eventually that's what's going to happen. My voice will be the one that is heard around here. So Flo, you have got my support. But let me tell you, I do not want to hear you ever badmouth me again.
Okay.
Because I am not a trained professional, but I will tell you this. I do have sources that can get me trained.
And ladies and gentlemen, last thing, I would like for our fans, the fans of the Ebony Express, support the Flo. He is a local person, and the people of Rocky Mount need to support the Flo, because he's going to need your help and support in this match. And if we're training him, we're giving him our all, so y'all support him too.
And anything's possible, but it's only October 3rd. Remember the big event, October 3rd, National Guard Armory in Rocky Mount. Be there. Our sponsors tonight: Comfort Inn, 220 Auto Sales, of course, We Care. I guess get tickets to regular places, Pizza King, and Misty Mountain Wares, and Jones Produce. All right, great.
Hey, well, one more thing. I know we're running out of time, but one more thing I have to mention. And I downgraded this gentleman the other night, the last time I was here. Ace England has become a champion in ACW.
What?
The gentleman had not won a match in probably 5 years, and he had an upset victory over Eclipso. And then now he has the TV championship by defeating the Colonel.
Well, I can imagine why Eclipso's in such a bad mood.
So, just want to throw that out before we wrap things up. Mr. England, I sure do appreciate anything you could do for me as well.
All right, thanks, folks, for being here. Remember, October 3rd, Saturday night, 8:15 bell time, Rocky Mountain National Guard Armory. Be there.